brother. Now, ladies and gentlemen, gather around. Today, we're doing a different kind of video. Today is the start of a new series on the channel. Today, we begin to look at characters that have committed dastardly acts in their time. So why not start off with the most menacing person of them all? The one-winged angel. The person who keeps Cloud up at night, Sephiroth. Now, in order for us to understand Sephiroth and understand why he went down the path he went through, but we don't know much about his childhood. But thankfully, we have Ever Crisis. We don't know much about his childhood other than the fact that Dr. Hojo, his dad, injected Genova cells into him. Now, if you don't know who Genova is, allow me to explain to you who Genova is. Everybody grab a seat. Take out your notepads. We're about to get into the thick of it. Genova is a parasitic alien that collided with the planet and is responsible for the near extinction of the Cetra, or ancients as we know it. Now hold on. Shinra discovered her, and the people that they believed that she was an ancient because Genova took on the form of an ancient that she killed. Shinra found Genova in that form and then took her to the lab for some experiment. They experimented with her cells, which enhanced humans like Sephiroth, and her cells have the ability to manipulate minds and mimic the image of others. So the Genova that we always see, the image of Genova that we always see, is possibly the image of an ancient. Now, like I said, her cells have the ability to manipulate minds and mimic the image of others, and this being a direct link between Cloud and Sephiroth. Everybody put your notepads away and listen. Now, here we are at the beginning, right? Well, not the beginning, but a young Sephiroth. These young soldiers, they fighting off a threat and they're clearly struggling, and this man, oh my gosh, bro, this man drops down from a Shinra helicopter. They even made it so we saw a white feather, so we know who that is coming down, bro. So listen, right, he drops down and he completely wipes out everything that's in front of him in one single blow, bro. And then what he does next, he turns around and hits that pose we all know him for, bro. I mean, look at him. This man wasted no camera time looking at us like, yeah, I did that shit. Y'all motherfucking weak as hell, bro. And brother, if I was on this team and I saw Sephiroth do that in front of me, I'd be a little concerned. Why he turn around like that? Hey, bro, you good? Now, mind you, this is just the beginning. Now, let's fast forward to the day he got the Masamune. We're not gonna go too much into detail about it, but just look at how he grabs it and look at how he's turning around and looking at the camera, bro. This man was destined to be a menace, bro. I'm telling you, Sephiroth just looks evil, bro. I don't know how to explain it. I honestly don't know how to explain it. I'd also like to note that each time we see the Masamune, it gets longer. So, I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, Sephiroth is all grown up now, and him, Genesis, and then Geo decide to fight Sephiroth 2-on-1. I don't know why you'd want to do that. That's a bad decision. I don't know why anybody in their right mind would think, you know what? Let's go ahead and fight the strongest person on our team 2-on-1. The fact that you even have to take him 2-on-1 tells you that you shouldn't be fighting him in the first place, bro. What's wrong with you? But they decide to fight him 2-on-1, and we see this matchup. You know, Sephiroth isn't breaking the sweat, so Genesis is like, hey, listen, I'm gonna need you to stand back. I'm gonna beat this motherfucker on my own. Now, as they're fighting, you can clearly see Genesis giving it his all, and bro's damn near trying to kill him. Now, and Gio is like, you know what? This is enough. All right, you tripping. You gotta stop this, man. And Genesis is like, man, get the fuck off me. They continue their fight, and Sephiroth is just staring Genesis, looking down at him. This dude isn't he, bro? Sephiroth isn't even trying at this point, bro. But you know, once Sephiroth theme starts to kick in, he's about to go in that mode, bro. And then Gio pops back up, and he's like, all right, y'all need to stop right now. Please, y'all gonna blow this place up if y'all are actually trying to kill each other, bro. Stop it right now. We just here. We're all friends. We're all friends at the end of the day, man. Please. But at the end of the day, Sephiroth ends up winning. Like I said, he wasn't even trying. Now we're in Nibelheim, and this is where Sephiroth's descent into madness begins. So Cloud and Sephiroth are in the reactor, and Sephiroth begins to learn the truth. But prior to this, Sephiroth was reading books about Genova in the Shinra Manor. This man Sephiroth starts to question if he was human or not. Now this is where it starts to get crazy. Hold on, everybody, listen up. After Sephiroth finds out the truth about himself, Cloud tries to stop him. This man knocked his shit back and left him unconscious. He said, man, get the weak ass off me. Bro. Bro, the amount of times Sephiroth has, bro, oh my gosh, this man is just, after he read one word about Jenova being an ancient, or I don't know what he could have read in that book that could have made him go. And after that, Cloud wakes up, and that's when Sephiroth burnt the village down and killed everybody. Bro, and I want y'all to guess what Sephiroth does next. So Cloud is walking to his home trying to save his mother. Now, although they don't show it, Sephiroth kills Cloud's mother in front of him. Oh my god. Oh my god. And guess what he does next? This dude beheaded Mayor Xander. He chopped bro's head off for stepping up to him. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this man is over the scale of being a menace, bro. I don't know where y'all put him at this point, but this man has gone beyond the scale of being a menace, bro. I don't know, bro. He went absolutely insane because he thinks he's descendant of an ancient race. You're not, bro. Cloud calls his name out and we see this very familiar pose. He hits his most infamous pose while the villagers burn it down. Now, I can't lie, that's a tough shot. No matter what version of Final Fantasy you've seen it from, hey, that's a tough shot right there, bro. Now, before I move on to the next part, all right, before I move on, this is very critical to know, okay? And I don't know who's gonna point it out. There's gonna be that one person that points it out, bro. This is all fabricated in Cloud's mind. The entire time Cloud wasn't there. If you played Final Fantasy, which game is it? The Final Crisis Core. If you play Crisis Core, bro, all of this is happening from Zack's perspective because Zack was actually there. Cloud was never here, bro. The only reason we see Cloud in these situations is because Cloud has fabricated these stories based off the stories that Zack has told him. He thinks he was actually there when he really wasn't. I don't have any footage from Crisis Core, and I'm too lazy to get some. So I'll just give you guys footage from Last Order. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. So Cloud makes his way to the reactor since that's where Sephiroth went. He went to steal Jenova's head. Now, Last Order shows us the real Cloud, alright? The real Cloud that we were just talking about. Not first class soldier Cloud, soldier grunt Cloud. Yeah, that version of Cloud. Cloud made his way to the reactor and saved Tifa after Sephiroth damn near murdered her, bro. Yeah, that's something to know. Oh yeah, Sephiroth murdered Tifa's father too. Bro, he murdered everybody in his damn village, man. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Sephiroth absolutely beat the shit out of Zack, bro. Bro, Zack didn't stand a chance against this man, bro. Bro. Now listen, this little soldier grunt Cloud, he stabbed Sephiroth in the back. But Sephiroth ate that shit. He turned around and knocked Cloud's shit back again, bro. Yo, Cloud, you keep getting knocked back the same way. He knocked you back in the manor, and now you getting knocked back in the reactor, bro. Like, so look, right? Sephiroth stabs Cloud with his Masamune sword. And I kid you not, I think Cloud might be just as crazy as Sephiroth because he forces the Masamune sword deeper into his stomach, got on his feet and threw Sephiroth into the live stream, killing him at, hold on, how old is Cloud in this he's 16 years old. 16, brother. Cloud caught his first body at just 16 years old, bro. He did that shit to save Tifa. He didn't give a fuck about Zack at that point, bro. But after this, Cloud and Zack, they got taken to Shinra Manor and got experimented on. And then we all know what happened after that. Now, there's some time that passes after that village incident, alright? Cloud is now 21 years old. He got hired as a mercenary by Avalanche, thanks to Tifa's recommendation. After they blow up the first reactor, they try and find their way back to Sector 7. And along the way, Cloud meets Aerith. And then he sees Sephiroth. Now, hold on. Isn't this dude supposed to be dead? Alright, now everybody listen up, right? Everybody pull out your notepads again. This is where I'm going to tell you how Sephiroth is still alive, okay? When Sephiroth died, he died with Jenova's head in his hands. And because of the Jenova cells he has in him, he's able to control minds, manipulate others, and shapeshift. He even takes on the plan to destroy the planet, something Jenova initially set out to do. But listen, stay with me, please. This is weird since Sephiroth can't do these things himself, so as I'm reading the Final Fantasy wiki, Jenova herself broke out of the Shinra building and took on the appearance of Sephiroth. Bro, I don't know, there's a lot of people that say he's controlling Jenova, or I don't know what other. It's still all a confusing concept, but I'm just gonna go with the controlling part. He's controlling Jenova just to mess with Cloud and the rest of the party, bro. But not only did Jenova break out of the Shinra building, Sephiroth has been controlling Jenova this whole time, brother. He's even manipulating Cloud. He manipulated Cloud multiple times in order for him to take part of the reunion, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Sephiroth, you know what? Listen, you get your Menace card. You get it early, bro. All right, you have your Menace card. Okay, take it. You proved yourself enough. Okay, just stop it, please. This man is sick. He is so deranged, bro. He said, "I'm never going to stop messing with you, Cloud. You killed me. I'm coming back for you." Death can't even stop Sephiroth from messing with Cloud, bro. This isn't even the first time either. Sephiroth is the definition of a deranged menace. Not only did, oh my goodness, bro. He even used Jenova to kill Aerith, bro. Sephiroth, I'm telling you. Like I said, you've already proved yourself. Please stop it. Now, after the sad and unfortunate death of Aerith, we find out where the real Sephiroth is. His real body is in the northern crater. So since we don't have part 3 yet, hold on, let me see here. What do I have here? Oh yeah, we're gonna go back to 1997 real quick. This man, Sephiroth, came back to life and turned into this other form called Safer Sephiroth. You can't be this demented to destroy the planet, bro. Like, it doesn't make no sense to me. Actually, you know who Sephiroth kind of reminds me of? Nah. But don't tell me you guys don't see it too. All right, don't tell me you guys don't see it too. You definitely made a comparison before. Don't lie to me. Anyway, the party defeats Safer Sephiroth and stops him from using Meteor, and we all live happily ever after. I lied. No, we don't, because Sephiroth is still alive. Bro, this man Sephiroth drags Cloud into, I don't know what kind of black hole they're in, bro. Sephiroth does not want to die. He's allergic to death, bro. Cloud was the only one that said he still felt Sephiroth being alive, bro. And this is due to the Jenova cells, bro. That's the only way he can know, yo, Sephiroth is alive. He's here. He's not dead. I can hear him laughing. But this is where they all put a stop to Sephiroth. Well, not they. Cloud used his limit break and killed Sephiroth. Again, I believe for the second or third time. I don't know how many times Sephiroth has came back to life at this point, bro. Now we could all live happily ever after. So do you remember how I said death cannot stop Sephiroth from beating on Cloud? Everybody get your notebooks out again, please. This is Kadaj, and what's that in his hands? Why is he looking at us like that? Where is he? This man Sephiroth came back through Kadaj, bro. He came back through Kadaj, bro. I don't even know what to say at this point, bro. Sephiroth is whatever word you want to use to describe Sephiroth. Please use it in the comments down below on TikTok or YouTube, bro. I don't know. I don't know what word to use other than menace or deranged. Bro, Sephiroth, I can't explain Sephiroth anymore. This man Sephiroth came back through Kadaj and started stabbing the shit out of Cloud. Oh my god, bro. This man cannot stop. Death ain't stopping Sephiroth. As long as Sephiroth lives in the live stream, he will not stop until he's met his goal. 2 years later, after he died again, he came back again and beat the living fuck out of Cloud. Oh my goodness. But eventually, Cloud beats him and sent him packing. But then Sephiroth says this:
I will never be a memory.
Yeah, go ahead and take your Menace card, Sephiroth. You won it with ease. Actually, nah, you didn't just win it. You deserve it. Not only did you come back one time, you came back to life 3 times. However many times you came back to life, you came back just to mess with Cloud, bro, and try and freaking kill the planet, bro. But now that Aerith is in the live stream, she's gonna pack Sephiroth, though. She's gonna make sure we're free from Sephiroth. Make sure we don't ever see him again. But yeah, that's Sephiroth. I know this was a little different from the usual videos I make, and don't worry, I'm not gonna stray away from doing those. But I'm gonna continue making content like this and content like those other videos. So we'll have both. One for laughs, one to get a little serious, you know? But thank y'all for watching, and I'm gonna see y'all next time.